It's a rivalry game that has defined both of these programs for generations. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. And the Gamecocks will put total leather and will get started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Clemson's offense will have the opening possession of the game. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Pollard.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Guys, let's chat a little bit about Clemson. For some teams, the road into the top 25 can be a little more treacherous than for others. And once you get there, you've got to convince the rest of the country you deserve to stay.
And I think that's what's next for this squad. They've earned the right to get in the top 25. People are noticing what they're doing. Now, let's continue to build on it, because they haven't proven they're a top 10 team, and they want to get to that point.
Yeah, let's stay hungry. Let's not be satisfied with the fact that we just broke into the top 25. Let's get in the top 20, top 15, top 10. Let's make the college football playoff. Don't want to get ahead of your skis here too early. It's a nice thing to be inside the top 25 now, but you want to continue to get better.
Wants to throw. It's Dalton. Takes a hit as he fires. Pulls it in. It's Clement. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. Now on second down. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. And some room to work. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking the...
Oh, he's got some space. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. And the Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Quickly to the tight end. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Clemson now operating in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Clement. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. They're setting the tone on this opening drive. 10th play coming here on third and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He'll try to take it back. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, South Carolina. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Well, you can tell this defense is locked in early in this one. On the first drive of the game on third down, they're expecting pass. They had multiple players in the back end defensively with their eyes on the quarterback, able to jump the route, pick it off, take it back for a touchdown, and they've already seized a ton of momentum.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. The game, originally held during the State Fair in Columbia as Big Thursday, was officially named the Palmetto Bowl in 2014. A trophy came a year later, replacing the old Hardee's Bowl trophy.
Very apropos. A silver palm tree for the Palmetto Bowl. That makes sense, David. This is the biggest sporting event in the state of South Carolina. I know this is a game that you and I have really enjoyed watching over the years.
I mean, so much fun, and the definition, Jesse, of hate all throughout the state, and bragging rights to whoever wins this football game and gets that trophy.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the offense trying to get the screen pass to the running back and get him out into space to do some damage, but the defense not having it. No gain on that play.
Bringing the heat. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Trying to take it back. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick release by the QB. There he goes. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short. They'll send the back in motion. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Gamecocks. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Back to throw, it's Dalton. He's got an open man. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Really nice play there catching the pass, and I'll tell you, it's not easy to get on the field these days at Clemson if you're a wideout. Because of the success they've had recruiting and all the NFL talent they've had outside of the position, getting on the field and competing is no simple task. It's not easy to do, but this guy has everything you look for. He is built to succeed, not just at the college level. I think this guy's got an opportunity on Sundays, too.
Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Just a short pass to the tight end. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. The Tigers with the 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Finds the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Pressure coming. Punts it out of the air. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. From the gun, the running back has it. And And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
Touchdown, Tigers! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
You don't oftentimes say you need to score a touchdown in the first quarter, but when you're losing 21-0 in the first, they had to score right there, and they did. Nice job by the offense, executing on the drive, punctuating it with a touchdown. Now their defense has got to finally wake up and get a stop.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So South Carolina's offense will get the ball for the first time. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown.
Oh, there's an alley on the left. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
You want to know why this offense runs the football a lot? Because you got a guy that's top 5 in college football in rushing. You give him the football, and he'll continue to make plays. I imagine they're going to keep feeding him because he keeps putting up productive numbers.
He gets right to the edge of the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 20.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Gets it out fast. Touchdown, South Carolina! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Man, what a picture-perfect start to this football game. Like, offense doing their job, defense getting the ball back, and this offense, I tell you what, it is an impressive unit to watch. They were good on tape all week studying them. They're better in person, and they are out the gate strong in this first quarter.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Leaves it with the running back. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. It'll be 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Dalton. Quick completion on the out. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Clemson will send the punt team out. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Bottled him up, not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Leaves it with the back. Plows through the defense. Turning it on. run there. Gets it inside the 20, all the way down to the 14 before he goes out of bounds. The Gamecocks just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Using his feet to buy time. He wants it all. Touchdown, Gamecocks! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, he'll throw it. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
This defense is going to use this guy in a lot of different ways. You'll see him rush the passer. Obviously, he'll have his name called when the offense tries to run the football, but I love his coverage ability.
Looking for a crease, it's Sampson. Picked his way through the traffic for 6, but it'll be 4th down and 3 yards to go. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they take it in for 6 more points. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
35, Clemson, 7.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Breaks into the open. Ripping through the defense. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes the heat. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
This defense will bring pressure from the linebacker level, from the cornerback level, free safety level, and the strong safety level. They're bringing it from all over the field.
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to throw, it's Dalton. Got his man out of the backfield. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
And the third down pass is incomplete.
Third and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Off-play action on first down. The quarterback doesn't throw it away. Instead, the defense forces a loss. And the Gamecocks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Still running at the 35. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, South Carolina.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Wants to go up top on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. This rivalry dates back to 1896. It's been a little bizarre with the chicken curse, and it's a bit unusual, too, because the state school, South Carolina, isn't the perennial football power.
No, but it's kind of had its ebbs and flows, a little bit back and forth, some great coaches on both sides, but the in-state hate is beautiful.
You know, there's a lot of great rivalries, especially down in the South and the Deep South. This is one of the better ones, though, because you just never know what the outcome is going to be.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
The Gamecocks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll run play action. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Got a man, it's Sampson. Slips one guy, now he's loose. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. The Gamecocks are on the move. Handoff to the lone back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Trying play action. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Best. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. If these guys wanted to make a statement, the statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop them. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
And he's going to bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. To throw, it's Dalton. Using the quick game. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Complete to the left. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. New set of downs after the completion. Motion from the wide receiver. Calls his own number. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Racing down the left side. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. And the Tigers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Quick completion on the out route. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, it used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
Rush is on him. Hard running there. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
They've been denied on 2 of their 3 previous red zone trips, looking to pay this one off with a touchdown. Trying to punch it in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. 3rd and goal, where the fire purifies and separates contenders and pretenders. On the option, the pitch. Touchdown, Clemson! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally scored. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown and get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Oh, they're after him. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Pocket breaking down. Got his man on the right. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. And the Gamecocks will hustle to the line.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Might be changing the route. To the air on first down. Going for it all. Wide open, he makes the catch. Sprinting all the way, he'll take it to the house, but there is a flag on the field. That celebration turned sour quickly after they saw that flag, and it wiped out the big play and the touchdown. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to pass. He's not afraid to go deep. Makes the catch on the left. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
Timeout, South Carolina.
Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. And he'll try to bang this one through from 52 yards out and the left hash. He splits the uprights. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, the Palm Tree Trophy on the line, and already Clemson and South Carolina have given us some stirring moments. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. With that, let's send it back to the guys to see how the battle between South Carolina and...
Oh, what vision! A dynamic return, explosive, and got loose on this kick coverage team, and they were barely able to keep him from taking taking it all the way. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. They get to him as he throws. Intercepted! Oh, what a play! Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Looking to throw, it's Dalton. Back open in the middle. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quickly complete. He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to pass on 2nd down. Grab behind the line. It's Williams. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Clemson set up with another first down. Wants to throw it. It's complete on the right side.
Our coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Throws to the wideout. Saw a spot in the middle. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Quick completion to the right. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down in the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown, and that's exactly what happened.
21.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly.
Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 50. Inside the 30. The 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Carolina, 59.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Dropping back, it's Dalton. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
He'll do it himself. Got a little space. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. And the Tigers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They'll move the wide receiver. Tight end finds a soft spot. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
3rd down coming up.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Clemson will send the punt team out. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. On the run, it's Sampson. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's what...
There he goes! Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Offense working from the pistol.
For the offense.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes a connection. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10.
And 1st down for the offense.
To the ground with the back. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He might want another play. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Motion from the wideout. From deep in their own end, they'll throw it. The heat got to him, and he just sort of froze and got tackled in the end zone for a safety. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
The return is brought down at the 40. And the South Carolina offense will take over.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just
snags it down the right side. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, South Carolina.
Number 83.
South Carolina starting to feel a little cocky, and why not, as they stretch the lead on Clemson.
they're cocky, and they should be the way they're dominating this game on both sides of the ball. They are bringing it to Clemson.
And South Carolina's fan base is one of the best in the country, and they are jacked out of their mind right now to be putting it on their in-state rival.
Carolina, 68. Clemson.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Take this one away.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency goal.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together, get some good mojo going.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Back to pass, it's Dalton. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. It's amazing how fluid and potent an offense can seem when you get a great pickup on first down, and the tight end's a terrific place to go.
Tight ends nowadays are kind of like cheat codes. I mean, they just know so much about, right here, seeing zone.
Continues to fight for yards. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. Now on first down from the 43. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Complete to the left. Still on his feet. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal. The Tigers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Wide receiver going in motion. They'll try to power it in. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer.
Scores on the sneak.
And I'll tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And he puts... extra point. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. They'll try the right side. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. How about that one? 4th and forever, and he just turned one loose and fired it for the first down.
Man, does that sting. Defensively, you get him in the perfect situation. You know they're going to pass the football. You play the ball deep, and you give up a deep pass. That is a back-breaking play.
And the Gamecocks racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another.
And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Looking for more room. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Dropping back, it's Dalton. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Off play action. Catch in the middle, it's Clement. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Caught close to the marker, it's Boston. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Caught behind the line, it's Clement. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
They just keep firing. Makes the grab. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. And he's going to go backwards, and they force a 4th down. What a play by this defensive front. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Now adjusting. Stands in and takes the hit. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there.